Did you know that your daily actions might be hurting your dog's feelings more than you realize? Scientific studies reveal that dogs possess emotional intelligence comparable to a 2-year-old child, meaning they can experience joy, sadness, and even hurt feelings with remarkable depth. These remarkable creatures form profound bonds with their human companions, often serving as therapy dogs, best friends, and emotional support through life's most challenging moments. Many dog owners share stories of their pets comforting them during breakdowns, licking away tears, and providing unwavering companionship through decades of shared experiences. In this comprehensive guide, we're uncovering 10 everyday things you might be doing that could unintentionally break your dog's heart. From the tone of your voice to the smallest habits, these actions could be impacting your furry best friend more than you think. Understanding these behaviors is crucial, because dogs communicate primarily through body language and subtle cues, making it easy for us to misinterpret their needs or inadvertently cause emotional distress. Inconsistency represents one of the most damaging behaviors we can exhibit toward our canine companions. Dogs are creatures of habit who thrive on routine and predictability. When we fail to maintain consistent schedules, commands, or expectations, we create confusion and anxiety in their carefully ordered world. Imagine if your daily routine changed unpredictably every single day. You would feel unsettled and stressed, and that's exactly how your dog experiences inconsistency. A stable pack has a clear, consistent leader, and this creates safety and security for all members. We serve as their pack leaders, providing stability and guidance that helps them navigate their environment with confidence. Consistency in feeding times, walking schedules, and daily routines helps them feel secure and understand their place in the family structure. When we provide this predictable framework, we help them live happier, stress-free lives. Professional dog trainers who have worked with animals since the 1970s emphasize that consistency extends beyond daily routines to training sessions as well. Every training interaction should start with commands they already know, introduce new concepts in the middle, and always end with something they're competent at, ensuring you finish on a positive note. Training sessions should be limited to no more than 20 minutes each time, as dogs have attention spans similar to young children. Short, multiple sessions prove much more effective than one lengthy session. Rubbing their nose in accidents represents a gesture of profound disrespect that damages the fundamental trust between you and your dog. You've probably witnessed this scene before. A dog has an accident in the house, and their owner rubs their nose in it as punishment. This antiquated method is not only completely ineffective, but also deeply harmful to your relationship. Consider this scenario from your dog's perspective. You make a mistake, and someone shoves your face into it while expressing anger and disappointment. The humiliation and confusion would be overwhelming, and dogs experience these same intense emotions. They don't understand the connection between the accident that happened hours ago and the current punishment, leading to fear, anxiety, and mistrust toward their beloved human. Instead of resorting to this harmful practice, focus on positive reinforcement techniques. A firm no is sufficient if you catch them in the act, but if you discover an accident later, simply clean it up without creating drama or stress. Address accidents with understanding rather than punishment, recognizing that house training is a learning process that requires patience and consistency. Petting their head might seem like a natural expression of affection, but the reality is more nuanced than many dog owners realize. While we often associate head pats with love and care, many dogs find this gesture intrusive and uncomfortable, especially when it comes unexpectedly or from unfamiliar people. Imagine someone constantly patting you on the head throughout the day. It would likely become annoying and invasive rather than comforting. Dogs have sensitive heads, and sudden pats can be startling, particularly for anxious or fearful dogs. Furthermore, reaching over a dog's head can be perceived as a threatening gesture, triggering their natural defensive instincts. However, this doesn't mean all head contact should be avoided. Many dogs who have strong, trusting relationships with their humans actively seek out head rubs and gentle ear strokes. The key lies in understanding your individual dog's preferences and reading their body language carefully. A stroke from the jaw to the ear can emulate the reassuring lick of a mother dog, providing feelings of security and comfort. Since dogs cannot reach their ears and head area themselves, they often appreciate gentle attention in these spots. Instead of defaulting to head pats, focus on areas where most dogs enjoy being petted, such as the chest, shoulders, and base of the tail. Gentle strokes along the back are also usually well received. Always observe your dog's response. If they lean into your touch, lick your hand, or wag their tail, they're enjoying the interaction. However, if they stiffen, turn their head away, or show other signs of discomfort, respect their boundaries and adjust your approach. Shouting at your dog creates an atmosphere of fear that fundamentally damages your relationship. Imagine someone constantly yelling at you. The experience would be terrifying and would erode any sense of safety or trust you felt with that person. Dogs experience these same intense emotions when subjected to our anger and frustration. Shouting doesn't teach your dog anything constructive, except to be afraid of you. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our tone of voice, and when we yell, they don't process the words we're saying, they only hear the anger and aggression in our voice. This emotional assault can permanently damage the trust and bond you've worked so hard to build with your furry companion. Many dog owners who have experienced loss share that their pets were their best friends, therapy dogs, and emotional support through life's most difficult moments. These deep bonds are built on trust, understanding, and gentle communication, all of which are destroyed by shouting and aggressive behavior. Instead of resorting to yelling, focus on clear, calm communication. Use a firm but gentle tone when giving commands, and remember that consistency in your energy and approach is crucial. Dogs thrive on predictability, so ensure you're using the same commands and maintaining the same calm energy every time you interact with them. Training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog, creating an environment where effective communication can flourish without fear or intimidation. Being a party pooper and ignoring your dog's social needs represents a form of emotional neglect that can lead to serious behavioral and psychological issues. Dogs are inherently social creatures who crave interaction, playtime, and mental stimulation. Ignoring their need for socialization is equivalent to ignoring a human's fundamental need for connection and engagement. Imagine being confined inside all day with no one to talk to and nothing meaningful to do. That's exactly what life feels like for a dog that's constantly ignored or left without adequate stimulation. They need both mental and physical challenges to thrive, and denying them these opportunities leads to boredom, frustration, and even depression. Many dog owners describe their pets as constant companions who provide comfort during difficult times, with some dogs even putting their paws around their human's neck in a comforting hug during emotional breakdowns. These beautiful relationships develop through consistent interaction, play, and quality time spent together. Make time for regular play sessions, walks, and interactive games that challenge your dog's mind and body. Even simple activities like cuddling on the couch while watching television can make a significant difference in your dog's emotional well-being. Remember that a tired dog is typically a happy dog. By providing ample opportunities for socialization, exercise, and mental engagement, you're not only fulfilling their basic needs, but also strengthening your bond and creating a happier, healthier life for both of you. Laughing at their fears represents a profound betrayal of trust that amplifies your dog's anxiety and emotional distress. Imagine being genuinely terrified of something, and instead of receiving comfort and understanding, you're met with laughter and ridicule. This is exactly how your dog feels when you dismiss or mock their fears, instead of providing the support they desperately need. Fear is a natural, valid emotion for dogs, just as it is for humans. Whether they're afraid of thunder, fireworks, vacuum cleaners, or other common triggers, these fears are very real and often overwhelming for your pet. Dogs who have experienced trauma or abuse may have additional fears that seem irrational to us, but represent genuine threats in their minds. One touching story shared by a dog owner involved their late dog Chester, who was very sensitive about his leg deformity. When people commented aloud about his condition, his head would drop and he would walk behind his owner, trying to hide. This demonstrates the deep emotional intelligence dogs possess and their capacity for feelings like shame and self-consciousness. Instead of laughing at their fears, offer comfort and reassurance during frightening situations. Speak in a soothing voice, provide gentle physical comfort if they seek it, and create safe spaces where they can feel secure. For severe fears or phobias, consult with a veterinarian or certified dog behaviorist to explore desensitization techniques and professional treatment options. Your dog needs your understanding and support, not judgment or ridicule. Taking their food away without warning triggers deep-seated insecurities that can lead to food-guarding behaviors and chronic anxiety. Imagine having your meal snatched away mid-bite without explanation. The confusion and distress would be overwhelming, and that's exactly what your dog experiences when we interrupt their eating without proper communication. In the wild, food represents a valuable, sometimes scarce resource, and protecting it is a fundamental survival instinct. While our domesticated dogs don't face the same threats as their wild counterparts, taking their food away abruptly can trigger these primal instincts, leading to defensive behaviors and anxiety around mealtime. Instead of creating negative associations with eating, focus on positive reinforcement techniques that establish clear boundaries while maintaining trust. Teach your dog the leave it command, rewarding them generously for compliance. This approach not only prevents food aggression, but also reinforces your leadership role in a positive, constructive manner. Mealtime should be a positive, secure experience for your dog. By respecting their space during meals and providing them with a sense of safety around food, you create healthy relationships with eating and prevent potential behavioral issues that can be difficult to resolve later. Pushing them away when they seek affection delivers a message of rejection that can damage your dog's self-esteem and emotional security. Imagine reaching out for comfort or connection and being physically pushed away. The hurt and confusion would be devastating, and dogs experience these same intense emotions when we reject their attempts at closeness. While we might push our dogs away out of frustration when we're busy, or to establish personal space, they interpret this physical rejection as a fundamental dismissal of their worth and place in the family. Dogs thrive on physical contact and affection, and consistently pushing them away can create insecurity and anxiety about their relationship with you. Many dog owners share stories of their pets providing incredible emotional support, with some describing how their dogs literally embrace them during difficult times. These beautiful interactions develop through positive physical contact and emotional availability, not through rejection and distance. Instead of using physical force to create space, focus on redirection and positive reinforcement techniques. If your dog is being overly demanding for attention, redirect their energy toward appropriate outlets like toys or chew bones. If they need to learn personal space boundaries, use verbal cues like off or back, and reward them when they comply. Physical punishment or rejection should never be an option. By focusing on positive reinforcement and clear communication, you can teach appropriate behavior without causing emotional distress. Ignoring paw scratching means missing important communication attempts that can lead to frustration and behavioral issues. When your dog paws at you, they're using one of their primary methods of communication to express a need or desire. It could be a request for attention, food, playtime, or simply a comforting touch. Consistently ignoring these subtle cues is like ignoring a friend's attempts to communicate. It makes them feel unheard and unimportant. Dogs communicate primarily through body language, and while barking represents a more obvious form of communication, subtle cues like pawing, nudging, or making eye contact are their sophisticated ways of getting our attention and expressing their needs. When we consistently ignore these communication attempts, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and escalating behavioral issues as they try increasingly desperate methods to get our attention. Professional dog trainers emphasize the importance of reading and responding to these subtle communication signals. Pay attention to your dog's body language and context when they paw at you. Take a moment to assess the situation. Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Or are they simply seeking affection and connection? Responding to their needs, even with a simple acknowledgement, pat, or brief play session, shows them that you're listening and that you care about their attempts to communicate. This responsiveness strengthens your bond and helps prevent the development of more problematic attention-seeking behaviors. Using the crate as punishment transforms what should be a safe haven into a source of anxiety and fear. A crate should represent security, comfort, and peace for your dog, not a prison where they're sent when they've misbehaved. Imagine if your bedroom became associated with punishment and isolation. It would quickly transform from a place of rest into a source of dread and anxiety. Dogs are naturally den animals, and a properly introduced crate can provide them with a sense of security and comfort that mimics their instinctual need for a safe, enclosed space. However, when we use the crate as punishment, we create negative associations that can last a lifetime, turning this valuable tool into a source of stress and fear. Many dogs who have experienced trauma or abuse already struggle with trust and security issues. Using the crate punitively can exacerbate these problems and undo months or years of patient relationship building. Dogs who have been rescued from puppy mills or abusive situations particularly need their crate to represent safety and love, not punishment and isolation. Instead of using the crate as punishment, focus on positive reinforcement to create happy associations with this space. Make the crate inviting by associating it with treats, favorite toys, and praise. Never force your dog into the crate. Instead, encourage voluntary entry by tossing treats inside and allowing them to explore at their own pace. The crate should be a place where your dog feels safe and secure, not trapped and anxious. By creating positive associations with the crate, you provide your dog with a valuable tool for house training, travel, and having a quiet retreat space when they need to decompress. The relationship between humans and dogs represents one of the most beautiful interspecies bonds in the natural world. Dogs give us their complete devotion, serving as therapy animals, best friends, and emotional support through life's journey. Many dog owners describe relationships spanning 12, 17, or even 18 years with their beloved companions, creating memories and bonds that last long after their pets have passed away. These deep connections develop through mutual respect, understanding, and consistent positive interactions. By avoiding the 10 harmful behaviors outlined above, and instead focusing on positive reinforcement, clear communication, and emotional support, we can create relationships with our dogs that enrich both of our lives immeasurably. Remember that every dog is unique, with their own personality, preferences, and communication style. Just like people, you need to take time to understand your individual dog's needs and responses. Some dogs love belly rubs, while others prefer ear scratches. Some seek constant physical contact, while others need more personal space. The key is learning to read your dog's signals and responding with patience, love, and understanding. For rescue dogs who may have experienced trauma or neglect, this process requires even more patience and sensitivity. These remarkable animals often need time to learn that they're safe and loved, and consistent positive interactions help rebuild their trust in humans. The investment in understanding and respecting your dog's emotional needs pays dividends in the form of a deeper, more meaningful relationship that benefits both of you. Dogs who feel secure, understood, and loved are happier, healthier, and better behaved. They become the loyal companions, therapy animals, and best friends that so many dog owners cherish throughout their lives. If you found this information helpful in understanding your dog's emotional world and building a stronger relationship with your furry friend, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with anyone who would benefit from learning about these important aspects of dog care and communication. Together, we can help create more loving, understanding relationships between humans and their canine companions.